strictly speaking, I might be the villain in her story. But I just served my ex-fiancée with a lawsuit 3 days after canceling our wedding. And I sleep like a baby. Let's back up. I'm a 28-year-old male. She's 26. We were the couple everyone envied. 5 years together, never a major fight, shared finances, the whole fairy tale. I worked 2 jobs to buy her dream ring. The wedding was set for this coming Saturday. A massive affair. 200 guests, open bar, the works. She went on her bachelorette party to Miami last weekend with 5 of her bridesmaids. I stayed home, worked, and finished writing my vows. I trusted her completely. I didn't check in every hour. I wasn't that guy. Saturday night, 3:14 a.m., my phone buzzes on the nightstand. I wake up, groggy, thinking it's an emergency. It's a text from a number I don't recognize. No message, just a video attachment. My stomach dropped before I even opened it. I click play. The video was dark, flashing strobe lights, deafening bass. But the focus was sharp. It was my fiancée. She was in a VIP booth, sitting on a guy's lap, a guy who looked like a fitness model. She was grinding on him, aggressively. Then she grabbed his face and kissed him, a long, passionate kiss. Her maid of honor was in the background laughing and filming it on Snapchat. I felt my heart physically shatter. I watched it over and over. I analyzed every frame, hoping it was a lookalike. But the tattoo on her shoulder, that was hers. The dress, I bought it for her. I didn't scream. I didn't break anything. I just went completely cold. I saved the video. I backed it up to the cloud. I screen recorded it, and then I sat in the dark for 4 hours, waiting for the sun to come up, and realizing my entire life was a lie.
She came home Sunday afternoon, hungover but happy. She walked in the door and tried to hug me. I sidestepped her. She looked confused. "Babe, what's wrong?" I didn't say a word. I just picked up the remote and unpaused the TV. I had cast the video to the screen, paused right on the kiss. She looked at the TV. Her face went gray. The silence was deafening. Then the gaslighting started. "It's not what it looks like," she screamed. "Not what it looks like?" "It was a dare. It was just for a second. I was drunk." I looked her dead in the eye and said, "The wedding is off. Pack a bag, go to your parents." She refused to leave. She started throwing things, crying that I was overreacting to a Bachelorette tradition. Ha! Tradition? Cheating is a tradition? Eventually, her dad came to pick her up. But it didn't end there. Monday morning, my phone blew up. Her mother called me screaming. She told me I was a controlling narcissist for spying on her daughter. She said, "You are not canceling this wedding. We have relatives flying in from Europe. You will not embarrass us." I told her, "Your daughter embarrassed you when she cheated on camera." Her mom then dropped the bomb. "If you cancel, we are keeping the venue deposit you paid and we're suing you for breach of promise." I saw red. They wanted to bully me into marrying a cheater to save face? They wanted to hold my money hostage? Okay. If they wanted a war, I'd give them a war.
I realized playing nice was over. I logged onto the wedding website and replaced the Our Story section with a 500-word explanation of why the wedding was canceled. I didn't post the video publicly, but I described it in vivid detail. Then I emailed the vendor list. Caterer, DJ, florist. I canceled everything under my name. Since I paid the deposits, I got the partial refunds where applicable. But the big money was the venue and the ring. The ring cost me $15,000. She refused to give it back, claiming it was a gift. Her parents refused to return the $10,000 I fronted for the venue deposit, which was in her dad's name, but paid with my check. So, I hired a lawyer. We filed a suit for unjust enrichment and conversion. The court date was yesterday. Her lawyer tried to argue that the ring was an unconditional gift. My lawyer pulled up the state statute. An engagement ring is a conditional gift based on the marriage occurring. Since the marriage didn't occur, due to her fault, the condition wasn't met. The judge watched the video. He looked at her mother, who was scowling in the back row. He ruled in my favor immediately. She has to return the ring within 48 hours or pay its full appraised value. She also has to repay the venue deposit plus my legal fees. The look on her face when the gavel banged, priceless. I walked out of that courthouse a single man, debt-free and vindicated. My phone is still blowing up with hate mail from her side of the family, but honestly, I've never felt lighter. So Reddit, am I the asshole for taking it this far?
It's been a week since the judgment. I thought it was over. But yesterday, I got a knock on my door. It was her dad. He looked defeated. He held out an envelope. Inside was a check for the venue deposit. And get this, a handwritten letter from her mom. I expected more hate, but it was an apology. Apparently, the video made its way to their extended family group chat. I didn't send it. The maid of honor did. Talk about karma. The letter said they were mortified and asked me to stop the legal garnishment of her daughter's wages. I took the check, looked him in the eye, and said, "The court order stands until the ring is returned." He nodded, turned around, and walked away. An hour later, a courier arrived with a small velvet box. The ring. I drove straight to the jeweler, sold it back, and booked a flight to Italy. Alone. I'm going to take that honeymoon trip myself. No ring, no wife, just me and the Amalfi Coast. And you know what? I think I'm going to be just fine. One final twist I didn't see coming. While I was at the airport waiting for my flight to Italy, my phone buzzed. It was a notification from Venmo. Sarah sent you $500. Sarah is the maid of honor, the one who filmed the video. The note said, "For the therapy bills, I'm sorry." I stared at it. Then I blocked her. I boarded the plane, ordered a whiskey, and deleted every photo of us from my phone. As the plane took off, I looked out the window and realized something profound. Sometimes the trash does take itself out. To anyone out there, ignoring red flags because of sunk cost fallacy or history, don't. It's better to be alone at 30,000 feet than grounded with a liar. Thanks for reading my story. I'm user Broken Groom 99, and I'm signing off.